So I was working at this job. I was doing housekeeping, and it was at a rehab slash retirement living. And I love the nurses, the CNAs, and the residents. But I had a boss from hell. But one of the sad things is one of the residents, he came up to me. It was like my first day working there. And he said that his room was skipped all the time. And nobody had ever done his room. And he's special needs. And granted, he is a little more messier, but it's not his fault whatsoever. And when I confronted the manager, she said, well, it's not our problem. It's social services, or the social services will take care of it. Oh, it's not our problem. His mom will take care of it when it's a care facility. And, I was like the only one that cleaned his room after that. So I said, you know what? I'm going to get your room the first. Your room's going to be the first room that I get. And so then, and then when I cleaned his room, I just put like a lot of love into it. And he was so sweet. But anyway, the manager, she ended up scheduling me like 8 days. And it was like a retaliation thing that she did on me. And she took 2 days, like she takes 2 days off. She schedules her workers an insane amount. And so basically yesterday I had like 46 rooms. And she was encouraging her employees to skip steps, which is a health facility. It's supposed to be a medical facility. We're talking like people that could have hepatitis C. We're talking like, just you cannot skip steps. Like you have to disinfect, you have to clean the toilet, you have to do certain things. But because she wanted to take her day off, so this was the last straw for me. On Friday, at the very end of the day, not even the very end of the day, earlier, she walked out and she did not check to see the supplies. She did not check to see where we're at with supplies. One of the most important things of supplies, you got to have freaking garbage bags. I texted her on Saturday and said, we don't have any more garbage bags. I looked like in different, like everywhere. It was like a treasure hunt. I could not freaking find any garbage bags. So no CNAs, no nurses, like the residents. Like, what are they going to do? We're talking like this is a freaking health facility. And when I texted her, she ignored it. She ignored my text. So I talked to somebody that is above her that happened to be on the floor. This was after I tried to text her. She ignored my text. Okay. She was like, whatever. She's going to get her beauty sleep, while she literally had the audacity to try to schedule me freaking 8 days. 8 days. As a retaliation against me. Because I told her I don't appreciate the previous, time that I was off, that she was sitting there trying to get me to go to work through manipulation when I had my day off before. So she was like trying to manipulate me going into work. And I didn't appreciate that, because I'm like, you know what? You have your 2 days off. Do not freaking bother me on my day and start guilt tripping me of how I need to come in and say, oh, the state's coming happens to be on my day. And the reason why you're short staffed is because, one of the ladies quit because she's unbearable. You know what I mean? She's understaffed for a reason. You know, the revolving door is so like fast, you know, because like she's just horrible. So I talked to another person, you know, and he's a manager or something else, and I say, hey, listen, we don't have any backs. I try to get a hold of Sylvia. She's not answering. She's not responding. She's, you know, taking her 2 days off. She had the audacity to call, like she had one of her other employees, you know, get her on speaker to say, you're not supposed to talk to anybody else. You're only supposed to talk to me. She says, because like, you know, I'm the one that's supposed to get it. I'm like, well, you failed at it. And then that's when all hell broke loose and I could not hold back. I said, you're taking 2 days of your beauty sleep while you're scheduling your workers to work freaking 7 days a week. Be a freaking manager. Manage. You know? And I said, like, you're just so unprofessional. I forgot exactly what else I said. I mean, I didn't cuss her out, but I just, like, I could not hold back in that moment anymore, you know? And then I said, I quit. She didn't hear that part. But anyway, she said, she had the audacity to say, after I already clocked out, you're fired. I was like, you can't do that. I just quit. What are you talking about? Then I ended up later, like, so I'm walking to take my car back, and then I see the director, you know, or no, he's not the director. He's like a manager or something else. The one that I told him about the bag. Like, we don't have no freaking bags. This is a freaking, like, this is a facility where there are patients that some of them have hepatitis C. We're talking like, you know, all these different like things, and we don't have bags, which means what's going to happen with the briefs? They're overflowing. Like, I mean, holy crap. And then she had the audacity to sit there and gaslight me to say, you shouldn't have talked to anybody else. I'm like, well, answer your freaking damn message then. And she should have looked before she left. But if she was a real manager, she would have been like, okay, look, she would have just not been bitching about it. She would have been embarrassed like she should have. She also has her apartment that's like right next to damn Costco. So she could have literally got something at Costco and came to get it and just say, okay, it may not be the supply area, but like to understand the severity of it. We don't have fucking garbage bags. You know what I mean? Like the nurses need, like we freaking need it. Like what are they gonna freaking do? Like when they're changing their briefs and things like that, they don't have a where are they gonna throw it? Like what the hell? So anyway, I walked down the hall and then I saw one of the I'm not sure, he was a manager or something, and I was like, you know, I ended up getting fired. So he was like, what? I was like, yeah, like she's mad that I contacted you for helping get garbage bags. So like, well, we need garbage bags, you know. And then I'm trying to think of what else. Yeah, it's just like that lady. It's just like, but I do feel like she is a really bad, well, she's not really that great of a person. If she could treat another resident the way she did. That poor dude, I feel really sad. Because I don't even know now who's going to clean his room. He has to be treated different. Anyway, I'll show proof of it. I'll make a video and I'll show you proof of like the text messages and like everything. But anyway, but I feel good. Even though I'm crying, I'm just like, I feel good. All right, y'all take care.